pleased about.
Lone player is always a gamble, Cav, but the group you've got at the moment, they've really come in and made a difference. A lot of work to do to try and keep them with us through January and beyond.
Yeah, and that process has already started. Been making calls the whole time to try and cement the ones we already have here, and to try and add to it. We'll have a bit of good news later in the week, I'm sure, about a player coming in. So that'll hopefully be on Friday. And the ones that we have here already, we certainly want to keep, but that is proving more difficult than I thought. I think when players come in from loan and do well, it highlights and sort of magnifies how other clubs want to then jump on board, and they're probably not prepared to take the risk to start. We have done, and we've sort of done a little bit of groundwork for the teams, if you like. But the players have had real benefit from coming to ourselves. They've proved themselves they can perform at the level. I hope they're not looking too far ahead, because the game has a habit of biting you in the backside if you if you end up thinking you can run before you can walk. So I think for the development it will be crucial for them to stay here and cement a half season loan, if you like, so that they can get the games they need to get before they decide or feel they take the next step. So it's a process that's, as I say, ongoing. We've made a lot of calls. I'm not sure we've made as much headway as we would have liked, but we are moving with it.
You've mentioned changing the philosophy, the ethos of the club, Kev. That starts at the academy level, and a good friend of yours and a very experienced man, Alan Moore, will be coming in to take that on.
He will, yeah. I played with Alan at Middlesbrough when we started together. We had 6 years together. Then obviously we both went our separate ways. I went to Stoke, he stayed, and he had his career. But he got involved with, he'd done some physio work, then he got involved in his coaching badges. And he went into Bury and turned their academy around. They've now got a group of 5-6 players coming through that academy. They've sold quite a few to the bigger clubs, Man United, I think Fulham, Tottenham. I think one of the players got sold to, and they've done their EPPP, their audit, and they've done particularly well. I think of all the Cat 3 clubs, they've been given as glowing a reference as you can possibly get. I know when I'm getting with him. I know he's very trustworthy. I know he's very loyal. I know he's very good at his work. He's very diligent. He wants to be better. He wants to improve. He wants to improve the group. And the biggest thing he's impressed upon me prior to getting the job, as we all said, I think it's difficult in the youth team setup where every kid walks through the door thinking they're going to be a professional footballer, and that quite clearly isn't going to be the case. But what he said to me was, my job and the biggest role I think I have to play in any part of what I do for the 2 years while the kids are here is make sure that when they leave the building, or even if they don't because they've become pros, that they're better people, they're better human beings. They've got a good work ethic, a good mindset, and hopefully it stands in good stead for whatever happens going forward in the future. So I thought that was a really good way to start. He's got very good ideas on the game, very similar to myself. I think he likes to pass the ball. He's got a good patience and understanding about him, which at times I probably don't. So that's why he'd be good in the youth team. But I'm just going to let him manage it. I'm going to let him get on with it. Any problems he has, he can come and see me. But I'm sure he's more than capable of dealing with what comes his way over the course of the next 2.5 years or it is.
Must be good for you.